of them. Okay, that's fine. Now, gosh, where's my, no, I don't know. Follow me. I can't find the thing about the breakout room anymore.
You are the host and you can find it. Just check the menu, you will find it. Maybe click on more or something like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do this morning is we're going to put you into breakout rooms with probably something like 2 people per room. And each pair of you in each room, you are going to read one of the essays that was turned in. Room number 1 will read essay number 1, and I'm going to ask you to evaluate that essay for 2 areas. The task achievement, that is answering the question and all its parts completely, and coherence and cohesion, which means the organization and the logical progression within and between the paragraphs. These are 2 of the areas of IELTS exam. I think we talked about it last week. We talked about how they score your test in 4 areas. So today we're just going to look at the first 2 areas, which is how you answered the question, like whether you actually did answer the question, and then how you organized your essay. Do you have any questions? You can raise your hand. Let me see if I want you to ask me right now any question if you understand what I just said. If you don't understand it, I mean. Let me see here. Where's the participants? Here you are. Okay, so can you unmute yourself and ask me any question that you have at this point? Anybody? I've got 20 people in here, right? Okay, just give me a little thumbs up or something if you understand the first part of today's class. We're going to go into breakout rooms, and 2 by 2, you're going to read an essay that was submitted by your classmate, and you are going to talk to each other about area 1 and area 2. So you have to pretend that you are the person who's grading this essay and say, wow, she didn't answer the question at all. Or, oh my goodness, she totally answered this question like very clearly, and so forth. I'm waiting to see a lot more thumbs up in here showing that you understand the first part of today's class. I'm going to send you into breakout rooms 2 by 2. If your room number is 3, you're going to scroll. You're going to have to open this document, huh? Oh, brother. They have to open this document in order to read essay number 3. I have to send this link. How am I going to do that? Ariana or Follow Me, can you help me?
Yes, what do you want?
I have to send the link to the document because every person has to open.
They already have the link. We shared in the group.
The link to this document?
Yeah, I think so.
I hope so, because there's a lot of documents going on here today.
No, I don't think it's the same.
This is a new link.
I think it's a separate link. It's a very special link for today. Okay, so what I need to do is send a message to every person.
Share it in the chat so I can
just
copy
trying
it and
to
share it in the
find.
Click on participant. On the top of the participant, maybe you can find the chat. Maybe.
Find a participant. I don't see it. Yeah, I can't find the place to put the, oh, there it is. Wait a second. But I can't, but I need, here, I'll just send it to you, follow me. Can you send?
Yeah, okay, share the link, I will send it.
I sent it to you, but I don't know how to send it to everybody. Suddenly, I don't know how to send that. I don't know how to choose everybody.
Okay, it's for everybody now. Share it.
I'm going to leave this thing right here, but what I want you guys to do, I want you to open up the copy of this document that we're looking at on my screen right now, which is called Copy
Can you
of
maximize the
August.
browser?
What?
Or can you maximize the full screen, the browser?
You mean the one with the document on it?
Yeah, no, from above to, yeah.
Oh boy,
Full screen.
how can I do that?
Above, jump beside the X.
But this other thing is in the way. This thing is in the way. I have to stop sharing in order to do that. Oh gosh. I can't, can I just enlarge it?
Yeah, okay, it's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is it working?
I think Irene has view options, so she can double the screen or maximize it. Yeah, this is great.
Okay, so now what I need to know is if everybody can open this document that's called Copy of August 6th. Too bad I can't send a chat to anybody.
Yes, you can now.
I can't find the thing to make a chat to everybody. I can only make a chat, send a message to you.
Because you are clicking on me privately. Okay?
I don't know how to change that.
There's 3 dots, click on them, and you can select no one, host only, everybody, etc.
All right, like this. No. There's 3 dots all over the place here. Here's 3 dots here. And none of them say something about sending a, well, there's a cup of coffee on here.
No, when you click on participants, okay?
Yes.
And then, no, sorry, not participant. Go to the chat box itself. And then when you open the chat box, you find on the type message here. On the right side, you find 3 dots. If you click on them, you can find no one, host only, everyone, etc.
On the chat box.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that this is taking so long for me to figure this out, but maybe I don't need to send a chat box. I just need to get everybody with the document open. So I don't see anyone is reading this document right now. Like nobody has joined this has opened this.
Or they are already looking at the same document through your screen. They can't see it and they are reading it.
But they must open their own document in order for them to do the assignment. Okay, so I see a couple of other people.
Share the link to me. Can you share the link?
I did
click on share
the link to you.
Now click on share, please. And
on the document?
Yeah, and then click, type my name. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Does that work? Oh, people are raising their hand.
Yeah.
First, let's start to, let me see. Zarun, what's your question, dear?
Actually, I just want to say that when you put ourselves in the chat room, separate chat room, then you have to send link separately, because once we went into the chat room, the chat we are doing here as a group are vanished. So you have to send separately, to the each group in order to open the document.
Okay. Okay. Somebody who who can somebody who can comprehend how that works can do it. Next question. Is it Allah or Allah? I can't tell. I wish you guys would spell your name differently because I don't know which one. I don't know which one of you it
Hi,
is.
Allah.
Okay. Allah.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, what's your question or your comment?
No, but I think this is a new copy that you share it.
Yeah.
We have the previous one.
Yeah.
The let me see. The IELTS test preparation series. So I don't have this new one.
Yes, I know.
Already shared in the group. You can click on it. And
Hello Talk, right?
yes.
Great. Okay, so I don't have any problem now. Just I need.
All right.
Okay, great.
Oh man, Hayam is asking, why have I been removed from the meeting? That's a good question. Has Hayam been removed from the meeting?
Participate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She didn't write?
No, she did. She didn't. Also, we will double check the names again. We have the list, the writers list, and we check the participant in the meeting now. So we will accept.
There should be some kind of punishment for the administrators if they exclude someone from the room who wrote the essay, because that is really sad.
No. We will not exclude. We can re-invite again.
I feel really sorry. Are we recording this right now?
Yeah, but this will be for editing. Don't worry.
Okay.
We will remove
All right.
this.
So
Yeah.
I still don't see anybody looking at the doc. Oh, maybe it's because I don't see anybody looking at the document.
Yeah, because we need access to look at it.
You need access.
Click
Yes.
on share because you made it private. Okay, click on share and change it. Okay,
It says
to anyone. Yeah, this one.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry. Anyone with the link can view. Sorry,
Okay.
that was my fault.
Change.
Anybody with the
We
link can
didn't
view
change it. Mm-hmm.
So now, please come in and look at the document. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry about that. Now there's little animals starting to run around on the page. Look at them. Okay, a little lemur and a gopher. Alrighty. Is there any other question from the participants at this point? Okay, I would like to ask somebody if to explain what we're going to do first this morning. What's our first part of our session going to be? How about who wants to volunteer to tell to explain what we're going to do first?
Just raise her hand and
Allah, go ahead.
Okay, so we need to read assignment. then the first thing we separate to group, we should read the assignment, and after that we need to evaluate assignment if that follow the IELTS writing guideline.
Yeah.
So we will look at two points: task achievement, coherence, and cohesion.
Yeah.
So that's it.
And will you read silently or will you read aloud to each other in your room?
Allowed to each other in the private room.
Okay, good. Now let me see. Suad, you're raising your hand. Can you speak?
Yes.
What?
No, you asked about the task, the first task. So I just raised my hand to answer.
Okay.
And it's the same, yeah.
Okay. And Rezan? Do you have something to say?
Yeah, same for me. I want to answer how we're going to do the task.
Okay. So far I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 9 people that are looking at the document. I'm going to go ahead and start the breakout room. And I'm preparing 9 rooms, but if there's not, 18 people looking at the document, you won't, like if you're not looking at the document, you will not be able to participate in your room. So that'll mean you sitting there quietly while the other person does the task. So now I would like for you to tell me or tell Ari, do you have a problem accessing the document? We've only got 10 people looking at the document right now, but unless you're looking at the document, you're not going to be able to participate. I think I'm going to stop sharing it right now. Okay. Let's see. Everybody should have the document now. If you don't have the document, you need to like unmute yourself and say so. I'm getting ready to assign all of you guys into rooms, and I'm going to put you into 9 rooms because it looks like you're ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to create the rooms right now. You're going to go into your room and you're going to talk for about 15 minutes. You're going to read your essay and discuss with each other, and then in 15 minutes we're going to come back together. Okay. And you're going to share with the rest of the group what you thought about the essay, okay? So I hope that's all right. Look, everybody's assigned into their room right now. Goodbye.
You can join the breakout room.
Look at this. It looks like people are joining their little rooms. So look at that. Everybody's going into their.
Can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Ah, is everybody here? Are you guys still with me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I just think I got to pop into every room, and sounds like you guys are ready to apply for a job with IELTS as test reviewers. Did anybody like that job?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay, so here we are. I'm sharing another copy of I'm sharing my personal copy of these 9 essays, which have on them my my own remarks. Okay. Before I start on this, I wonder if anybody has an important question or something that you need to share. I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself if you do, and if you need to say something. Oh, Wafi, are you raising your hand?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to know the correct answer. Is there any correct answer for like this essay? Should we go just exclusively with one view, or we can like we can agree and disagree at the same time?
Man, you know, I said very strongly, take one position. Don't be on both sides. I remember you, Wafia, in your essay. I forget which number you are, but I said, take one position. Don't take both positions. But then when I wrote the essay myself, I found it very difficult to take one position only. So I really had that experience of writing an essay and being forced to choose and support one side when I had like I wanted to have some agreement with both sides. So I told you guys very strongly you must pick one or the other, but then I found out how difficult that really is. So anyway, I think I forget which number you are here, Wafia. I took everybody's name off of it so that you, not because you were us to know, for everyone to know, because all of your work was wonderful. Everybody had interesting thoughts, you know, unique thoughts and perspectives. Everybody's essay had something about it, but I didn't want someone to feel, I don't want to criticize Saluma's paper because she's my best friend, or, you know, something like that. So that is why I took the names off. All right, so I don't know how much we have left. We have about minutes to go through this, and then I need to explain the assignment for next week. But so let me try to just go through quickly. And you can, all of you guys can open this and read this later. So if we don't get a chance to go through all of the comments and you're interested in what my ideas were about it, you can open it up later and see. So in essay number 1, if all of you guys are here, I just thought that this was a well-written introduction and interesting. And here in the end of the first paragraph, a very clear thesis statement. And that's useful to end your introduction with your own thesis. That's a very common technique for essay writing. At the end, first paragraph, state your idea. Suad, what is it, dear? You're raising your hand.
Yeah, I thought the opinion have to be in the conclusion, isn't it?
No, your opinion needs to be very early in the essay.
Okay.
Not in every essay. Certainly, I'm restricting this to a test like this. Most academic essays that you write in English-speaking schools, they typically ask you for a thesis in the beginning. However, my daughter went to Oxford a year or two ago, and in the Oxford method of like every week they read like 5 books and then they write an essay answering a question that those 5 or 6 books addressed. In the Oxford method, it's quite different from the American method of academic essay. They follow and discuss a question from the beginning, arrive at their conclusion. But in a essay writing, we are asked to form our thesis, our opinion wow, this is such an interesting method of exploring your thought, because you don't have to have your thought formed at the beginning. You're free to wander around the questions and explore different ideas, finally coming to your conclusion at the end of it. It doesn't matter whether you agreed with yourself at the beginning or not. So I believe that in the IELTS, they're looking for an opinion at the beginning, and it should be the same opinion throughout in general. But somebody may know more about the IELTS than I do, okay? All right, so the third thing I had to say here I just pointed out that this sentence here shows us argument number 1. And this one here is a clear example supporting that argument that she mentions. Okay, so we come to the third paragraph, and here is her second argument supporting her conclusion, right? I mean, her idea, her opinion. So she gives 2 arguments, and one of them has a very clear example about loving fashion and going shopping, right? However, what I said about this conclusion right here, in conclusion, as humans, we have a mind that helps us to control ourselves and decide what we really need or not. I don't think that this follows the arguments that were given in the preceding paragraphs. And I don't know if anybody else felt the same way about it, but it seemed to me like this thing about having a mind that helps us to control ourselves is not the result of these other 2 arguments. You know what I'm saying? So that was a little bit of a problem for me. It seemed like a contradiction. Okay, so I'm going to move on to number 2 here. What stands out about this essay is that vocabulary usage. Wow. Rather, I don't know, fairly high, so yeah, somewhat high level vocabulary. These words are perfectly chosen for their place in this essay. They are exactly the right word. And also I noticed that when I compare the original down here to the revision, what an extraordinary improvement. Can I ask who? Well, I'm not going to ask who wrote this. I can't remember. But I just thought that this was an outstanding example of the change that can happen when you make improvements. Now, over here in the original one, this writer used some words like apogee and perigee, mercurial and erratic. Well, mercurial and erratic are kind of okay. But these other 2 words, they really don't seem to fit into this context. So when the writer went back and redid this, really, really great improvements. Let me see here. Where is this one that's a sentence fragment? However, oh, here, right. I just pointed out that this here is a sentence fragment. No problem. We're not evaluating for grammar today. This specific example I liked. They will urge you to buy things with cheaper prices and larger quantities, saying that it is for sales or it is a special occasion or that you are a special customer. Well, that's really true. That's my experience that I have had. So when I read this example, your opinion called out to me, and I found myself, yeah, I'm there with you. So this is some very nice writing, some great vocabulary use, and in that particular case, a very nice example. Okay, I'm going to move on to number 3. Here is in the introduction to, you state very clearly the different opinions. You can do this, you can waffle, you can concede the other side, the valid points of the other side without waffling by using transition words to make quite clear which side you are really on. So using while or although instead of however, that is a better choice. That shows your reader that you are about to overrule that point. Okay, so let me see. I thought I had given an example here, but I guess I thought I had written that sentence. But it would be something like this. Although advertising can influence us negatively, I consider it a tool of communication which is helpful for consumers. Okay, so simply choosing a different transition word or rephrasing the sentence, you can show that one side is more important than the other, or that your personal opinion bears down on one side rather than another. Okay, here's your argument one, that advertising helps us. And here's your argument two, that there's a contradiction. Though it could be beneficial for others, that means although. So that's signaling me as the reader that you're contradicting yourself. And again, with the use of this transition but, you state two sides, contrasting your personal view with a concession that advertising is good. But I would suggest that you organize the sentences in parallel. The first clause supports pro and the second supports con. This parallel order makes it easier for the reader to keep track of your logic. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying there. But if you give two examples, or if you give two examples supporting and opposing, then put them in the same order, pro and con, pro and con. Don't say pro and con and then con and pro, all right? This is just, let me see, oh, wait a minute, here, I just wanted to remark on this. I was not sure what noun this word it referred to. That's an unclear antecedent. You know what I'm talking about there, unclear antecedent. You have to have a noun that the pronoun clearly points to. If you don't know about unclear antecedents, send me a message personally and let me explain that to you, because it is one of my pet peeves. Right here at the end of this last part, I was preparing a list of what to buy with a small budget for my household. I love that example. That story that you told, I felt like I was there with you shopping for your household. You gave your personal testimony, which gives a lot of credibility to your opinion. When you tell a story about your personal experience, it's compelling to your reader. So I really liked the way that you did that. This story right here that you told, that was nice. Okay, number 4. Advertisements are a part of our lives. We can see them anywhere, wherever we look, they're there. That's a kind of an opener, that doesn't say really what the essay is going to be about, but you move into it in the next paragraph pretty quickly. So I really liked your grammatical, like your sentences were very well written in this essay. That's one thing that stood out to me. Except when we came to this one sentence right here. I wonder if anyone had trouble with this sentence. There's like a bunch of different dependent clauses and 3 main clauses in this sentence. Whew, That one is worth going back and reworking. You will learn a lot from rewriting this long sentence. So if this is whoever's essay, I really recommend that you take this sentence and do it over. The ideas in it are great, but it just needs to be organized differently and to be broken in two. I think I gave a suggestion about which way, about where you could end the first sentence, but this is a great example of a sentence that would benefit from being revised. In my viewpoint, the answer to both questions is yes. We are influenced, however, we don't need them. Yes, so you probably could get a good score on the task achievement because you wrote well, but for me, I would have a problem because you didn't really take a side. Like I said, it's difficult. Sometimes it's really difficult to take a side. Number 5 here. Oh my goodness, I didn't write anything here. Why? I just must have, I have no idea why I don't have any comment written on this. I'm sorry. Number 6, I think I think there was no room for number 6. So possibly nobody read this. I think we ended up losing number 6. This is a nice introduction, although the opinion stated kind of mildly at the end of it. They usually help people to buy what they need or look for. You might have been a little bit stronger. While some people feel advertising is manipulation, wait a minute, let me fix this. While some people may feel advertising is manipulation, ads usually help people buy. That would be a way to show the opinion that you have. I think I mentioned that that technique before earlier, okay? Okay, and here, if this were an IELTS test, I would not advise you to conclude with advice like this, which goes against your thesis. Here, where's the advice? To conclude, advertisement is a good tool, and then here's some advice. Be aware of what you need to buy. You are the one who decides if the advertisement will help you or be harmful to you. If you haven't thought of buying or were not looking for something before, don't buy just because you like the advertisement. Just because of the task achievement grade, I would not advise you to put this advice in here. I would advise you not to advise your reader. It's not really part of the question, right? Going back and doing the revision. I know that there were a lot of people who didn't get a chance to go back and revise, but you did, and so that's really, I'm proud of you. Number 6, whoever you are. Here's another one who spent time doing revision. Number 7. Wherever you go, you'll find an advertisement, whether on TV or on the street. No one can deny the advertisements have some benefits. And then you bring in this, on the other hand, we're going to go back and review the other side also. On the other hand, implies that you are presenting 2 fairly even sides of an issue. However, indicates that you are about to make a contrast and you're probably going to lean toward that side. If the question is, which do you agree with, you should use opportunities like this to make sure the reader clearly understands your position. Okay. So simply, again, and this is another example of how changing to a different transition word could make your essay stronger because your own position is stated more firmly. This is the person who ended their essay with this quote, which I just love quotes. I think that they make our writing interesting, and we appeal to authority when we use quotations. So even though I don't think it was really a great, like the conclusion here is not really a summation of the argument or a restatement of the argument, I still was charmed by this quote from Omar ibn al-Khattab. Will I buy whenever I desire? Yeah, I liked it anyway. Okay, in your original, where is it? I saw, when I read this paragraph here, some of the advertisements can deceive you by letting there is an offer on a product. So you feel you have to hurry up and buy before you miss it. On the other hand, most of the time you find yourself buying useless products because you did not need them from the beginning. I read this and immediately in my mind, I saw myself standing in a dressing room of a store 35 years ago and buying a gray wool skirt that just because it was only $5. So when you bring into the mind of your reader a particular example from his own experience, you have, as we would say, hit a home run. And that's what this paragraph did to me. It was like, I'm totally right there with you, completely understand what you're saying. So I enjoyed that. Like I was just totally persuaded by this one paragraph. Let's see here, what's this one? I just wanted to mention that you made a strong case for your opinion, and your writing is clear and fluid and organized and unified in direction. You gave good details and a valid generalization. Yeah, it was a nice job. The only thing I would say is like maybe this little section right here. Okay, number 8. Are all you guys hanging in here? Is everybody okay? Am I talking too fast?
No, it's okay.
No, it's clear.
Okay. I know that
Yeah, we think so.
It's kind of hard to follow. When you didn't read the essay, then how can you like really follow the comments that I'm making? But thanks for listening anyway. Okay, number 8 here. A lot of products are produced every day from different companies. Indeed, and it's hard to know which is which. Here's kind of a long introduction right here. It's kind of taking you a little bit, just a couple of paragraphs. If you put them in one paragraph like this, let me see here. Maybe you meant to do that anyway. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I'm the one who inserted that paragraph break. I think this has 2 sides. Okay, maybe it does, but let's try to be firm about one or the other. All right, I'll go ahead and keep reading and see where you come out. This, by the way, should be a quotation mark like this instead of a parentheses. I notice a lot of people in Hello Talk use these parentheses instead of quotation marks. I don't understand why. Maybe it's hard to reach the quotation mark on your phone. Do you think? So use quotation mark around a quote like this. Okay, in the end, oh, this person used a transition of conclusion 2 times. One right here, you said in the end, and right here you said finally. So that was confusing to me. Be careful that you don't seem to be concluding 2 different times. There might be something else you could say. Actually, you could just delete it. in my point of view, blah, 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 but it depends on the buyers. Just don't say in the end, because that makes me feel like this is the end, okay? There, finally, that's okay to have finally right there in the very last. Okay, number 9. This one has a lot of yellow highlighting because I was using the yellow to to highlight great usage of vocabulary or collocations or phrases, idioms, something like that. And this person used them very naturally and accurately, perfect syntax. Area of focus, for example, impact of advertising. One thing that I noticed here is really great choices in your prepositions. You know, prepositions are difficult to write all the time. And I said over here, I think perhaps you read a lot. I wonder if this person reads in English a lot, because the use of vocabulary and the correctness and accuracy of the prepositions really makes you sound like you're quite comfortable writing in English. That was the main thing I had to say about this essay. Here's the, on the one hand, on the other hand, in conclusion. Super organized, very easy to like read this and guess where you're going and what you think. I'm just curious about how many words this is. 266. Nice. Yeah, I wish I could talk to the person. Does anybody want to raise their hand and say this essay belongs to you?
Yes, it belongs to me.
Who?
Fatima.
Fatima. How long did you spend writing this?
Actually, I didn't spend a lot of time to write this essay, but I spent lots of time to work on IELTS topics. I have lots of, idioms, expressions, and words related to IELTS topics, and I use them in my essay.
So you have been taking a class or more than one class, perhaps, in the IELTS?
Yes, I was working by myself from the internet and YouTube, and also online class and real class, both of them.
Wow. I wish that you
But
had
still,
volunteered.
I didn't take the exam.
You haven't taken the test yet?
Yes.
How much does it cost?
I'm not sure. It was, I'm not sure about the price because the price increased in my country last week, and I'm not sure about it right now.
They raised the price last week?
Yes, because of our currency. Yes.
What country are you in?
Iran.
Well, how long have you been working to prepare?
Around 2 years.
My goodness. How do you feel you're doing? In the four, there's reading, writing, listening. How do you feel like you're coming along?
It's so difficult, and I'm not ready yet. And I gave up. I don't study for a couple of months. And
you didn't study for what?
Couple of months because I gave up.
Oh, why did you give up?
It's so difficult.
It is? Yeah, it is difficult. It looks to me like you're doing beautifully.
Thank you.
Go take the test. Everybody chip in, $2 or $3 to help Fatima pay for the test so she can go and take it and come back and tell us.
I can take the test because it's not because of the money. It's because of my preparation, and I'm not sure about myself.
You can take it
I want a
twice.
7+. I want a 7+ score, and I'm not 7+. And I don't think this essay will be 7+.
You don't think what? What did you say?
This essay, my essay will be a 7+ in IELTS.
Oh,
I
well,
think it's 6.5.
why don't you just take the test one time and find out and then go take it a second time?
I'm not confident enough.
Come on, I want you to do it. Who votes? Raise your hand if you think she should go try the test and come back and tell us. Vote really quick, please. Yes. Look at this. We think you're all ready to go. Go take the test, find out what you get, come back and tell us how it goes, and then if you didn't or you want, you can do it again. We will pay for you to retest. Okay, right, everybody? Will you chip in a couple bucks to pay for her second test? Okay, raise your hand again.
No, I don't need money. It's just because of my
We're asking
confidence.
you to go as a guinea pig. We're asking you to go and find out for us, just to do the reconnaissance. Look at everybody wants you to go. All right, good job. All right, now let me, I have to say once more, thank you so much for your work. There were 25 essays turned in, and today we looked at 9. So I just chose the ones that I felt would be good to evaluate in areas 1 and 2. Next week, over this next week, we're going to look at area 3 and 4. I'm going to change to the assignment for next week. And I'm also going to try to send you guys the link for it. Only people added can share. Let me see. Everybody can. Yes, I'm going to say everybody can edit. Yes, I'm going to say everybody can edit this document. All right, now. Follow me. I need you to send this out again. This is the assignment document for next week, for next Thursday, okay? You're going to go back to the original Writing Coach Live document. Here's the link for it right here, see? That's the one where you guys pasted all your essays last week. You by yourself are going to choose 2 or 3 essays that other people have written to read and evaluate this week. You're going to copy those essays that you want to evaluate into this document right here, okay? Into this assignment for August 13th document. You're going to highlight it, copy and paste it, and add your own name. Here, let me show you really quick. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I can do that here. Where are we? I'm just going to take, for example, I should go get Fatima's. Who's ready to go take the test? Where is she? Look at all these. Okay, I'm just going to grab this one. I'm just going to grab Marwa's new essay right here. Copy. And go back to next week's document. And I'm going to go like this. Here's Marwa. And here's my name, Irene. Evaluator. Okay. Is everybody with me still? Now, we're going to read this essay for lexical resources, which you know that means accurately using precise vocabulary with collocations and correct spelling. And we're going to evaluate it for grammatical range and accuracy. That means a variety of sentence types and correct grammar and correct punctuation. Oops. So I'm going to read that, and I'm going to highlight words and phrases that I notice that are good vocabulary, like this. No one can deny. Okay, I like it. No one can deny. I'm going to highlight it like this. I'm going to pick a color that I love, purple. I'm going to use purple to highlight the vocabulary and the collocations that I enjoy. Here's one: exaggeration. That's a good word to use. Highlight that. Like this, advertisements can deceive you. That's nice too. Okay, so I'm working on Marwa's essay right here, and I'm going to stick in a comment like this. That is true. No, I'm just going to say this for my comment. For example, put your comments out to the side. If you're using a mobile device, you probably have to make sure that you're using the Google Doc app. I think it's so much easier if you're using a computer or a laptop. At the end of the essay, after you've finished reading it and commenting on it, I want you to write a brief commentary on it, telling the writer what you notice about vocabulary, spelling, and grammar range and accuracy. If you didn't read the other, I gave you guys a link last week about actual examples of essays for people who wrote for the test and the graders' comments. So that is linked right here, and you can see how the reviewer made a little comments, a paragraph. So that's what I want you guys to do this week. I want you to pretend that you are an IELTS evaluator, read just for areas 3 and 4, and then write the commentary. Okay, so here is an example. Someone wrote this essay here. Someone, the evaluator, highlighted words and made some comments like this. This metaphor seems to work. Okay, the comment, here's all the comments about this essay right here. And then at the end, here's the reviewer's paragraph. Complimenting, asking a couple questions, saying what's good and bad about it, okay? So I want you to do a model like this. If you have time and energy, you can do it with 2. Excuse me, I'm Marwa, I'm gonna take your thing out of here, okay? Should I take it out or should I leave it in? Yeah, I'm gonna take it out. Everybody's just gonna paste your work right here on this page here, okay? And this is the document that we will work from next week. So instead of writing an essay this week, you're going to write an evaluation. You're going to study the grammar and vocabulary.
So the task is totally different.
It's totally different. No, it's totally the same. It's exactly what we did today. It's what we did today in class. You're going to do it by yourself at home.
Yes.
And your writing assignment is to write a commentary. I know you can do it because I went into your breakout, listened to you talking to each other. I saw that you're able to analyze for areas 1 and 2. I'm sure that you can do it for areas 3 and 4. It might be, it will be interesting to see what you think about each other's grammar. It may be kind of challenging. Questions? Problems? Yes, Arun.
Should the comments only be for grammar or vocabulary other?
I don't mind if you sneak. The commentary should be, try to stick to area 3 and 4. That's what I want to focus on. But if there's something that really stands out to you, for sure, go ahead and express yourself. If you want to say something about area 1 or 2, go ahead. But what I'm asking you to do is evaluate it for area 3 and 4. Yeah. And I would really like for you to try to evaluate 2 essays if you can, just so that you can compare. But if you don't have time, or if it's too difficult for you, that's okay. You can just do 1. Okay, Zarun, what's your question?
Yeah, my question is, may I add my essay, which I edited and not able to add for for the next session?
Can you what?
Add my edited essay. So the next.
Oh, that's a great question. Zarun came in, for me it was last night, trying to edit his essay and found that it was locked. You can certainly go back in and edit your essay today or tomorrow. Just you need to do it quickly because somebody may be evaluating you.
Yeah,
so yes, Arun, really, I do encourage you to go back and do any editing or revision that you want to. That's great. Just try to do it as soon as you can, so that if a person chooses your essay, they're working on your latest version of it.
We want to emphasize on the deadline, Irene. I mean, when we will look the editing.
What did you say?
The deadline before you look.
Oh, the deadline. Well, okay, that's fair. Should we say maybe give you 1 or 2 days to edit your essay and then start on this assignment like Saturday? Is that what you mean?
You decide.
Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah, because the people, they keep procrastinating and delaying, and then at the end they say, "Oh, I didn't find any time."
Yeah.
To do. So the early, the best.
Yeah. So I think that might be good to give people 1 or 2, a couple of days to go back and do any revisions that they want to do, and then the rest of you start on this assignment on I just want to say Saturday. I hope that's okay. If that's a problem, I don't think it's a problem. Okay. So how do we say this? Some certain time. Give me an idea of what time on Saturday we should say to start your this week's assignment. Follow me, help.
I don't know. Ask members themselves if they have any reason, or if this compatible with their needs or their time availability.
Ariana, do you have an opinion? Ariana?
Maybe she's not available to speak.
She might not be. She might not have. What do you call it? A good connection right now. Tonetta, what's your question? Antonietta, do you have a question?
Yes, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
If you gave us comments about our essays, where do we do the correction or a new essay with these comments, in the previous link or in the new one?
Oh, that's a good question. If I made a comment in this document, can you take it over to this document and make a revision with it? I think that might be kind of difficult. I'm not sure what the answer to that is. You're certainly welcome to use the comments that I made, but mostly, yeah, you're certainly welcome to use them, but I don't know exactly how you can do that. Oh, I know what you can do. This would be easy. You edit it right here. Like if your essay is one of these 9, you can do the editing right here on this page and then copy it and paste it back over to the class document. How about that? Will that work? You follow me?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You can go to this one where I made comments.
Okay.
And you make any changes that you want to make or any revisions that I pointed out. Like, for example, if I said that you should use quotation marks in parentheses, then you do that, and then you copy. Wait a minute, no, not that one. Then you just copy it from right here and paste it onto the class document here. So you're going to erase the one that you had, like this. You're just going to erase that one and paste in your new version.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Yes.
Anna?
Thank you.
Do you have a question, Anna?
I just wanted to say, if somebody will choose the same essay, will it be okay? For example, I will choose, for example, Solomon's essay, and somebody will choose the same.
Good point.
Will it be okay?
Good point.
If I will see that somebody just posted it in the document and I was preparing myself on the same essay, will it be okay to post twice?
How can that?
Because we have 25 essay, and I don't think it's a good idea if you said that somebody will choose the essay which you have correction did before.
But I did.
Yes, because everybody will like imitate one correction.
Oh my, I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think people would do that.
And
you guys are a bunch of independent
another
thinkers.
question too, what will be with our essay? Wasn't it not good? Because they didn't include in the 9th numbers for today's session.
Can you say that again? I just couldn't hear you.
We have 25 essay, and today we just work with only 9 essays. I said, wasn't that another essay not good by writing? Or it was like chosen randomly?
Oh, are you asking me, did I choose the best 9 essays and leave the other ones on there?
Yes, yes.
Oh, no. I didn't. I had like 25 essays. There was there was no way that I could read them all and rank them. Which ones of these are the 9 best ones? No. I simply looked for if you actually notice, most of the essays that I chose were from like the first half of the 25. But I just, I looked for essays. Maybe I was looking for essays where I could comment on the organization, area number 2. I was probably looking for essays where I could make some comments, either criticism or compliment about organization. Yeah, it did not mean that that the others were not good. All of them had things about them. So your first question, how do we make sure that not everyone evaluates the essays of Sunset and Yusra and leave the rest of them untouched? I'm not the logistical expert here, I'm sure, but I would say you might do something like this. if you're going to, here, let's go back to the, let's see here. Here we are in this one. You're looking at all 25 of these things. You might do something like this. You might put your name here by Yusra. I'm going to do Yusra, and I'm going to do Allah, just so that other people who come along know, okay, somebody's doing Yusra and Allah. Let me try, you know, Saluma and Wafia. Okay? Not to say that you two people can't do the same one, but try to spread them around so that everybody's essay gets somebody to look at it. Does that sound good?
Yes, it's
Put your little
wonderful.
name to the list right there. Okay. Is there anything else?
No, thank you very much, Irene. It was a good
Okay.
explanation.
Does everybody else have a, does anyone else have a question or anything? Those are great questions. Thank you so much. Yusra, why is Yusra not in the room here? Yusra, where have you been?
She has connection problems.
Oh, she had a connection problem? I'm sorry. All right, then, I guess we're out of our time now. Thank you so much for all of your attention today. I know it was a complicated meeting and a lot of technical issues, and you guys just did great. And I was so pleased to go into your breakout rooms and hear you talking with each other and reading to each other and asking questions and discover opinions. That was really fun. And I think it's a very good exercise for you. I hope that you thought so also. And I look forward to next week and seeing what you come up with as you review vocabulary and grammar of each other's work.
Much, Irene, for this really great session. And I think session by session, everything will be clearer and we will get the benefit and we will master the IELTS writing and all of us will pass IELTS test. Okay.
Well, I don't know that everybody needs to take the test, but those who want to take the test, I hope they're going to do great.